So viewers, as I told you last time that I'll definitely take an interview and take a view of Mr. Amit Shah, who is the Managing Director of Tomasetto India Operations. And today he is there with me, Mr. Amit Shah. Thank you, sir. Thank you for sparing some time for us. I think हमारे को जो हमारे के यहाँ के पंजाब और नॉर्थ के जो कस्टमर्स हैं, पंजाब हरियाणा और चंडीगढ़ के जो कस्टमर्स हैं, आपकी जो जो भी इनपुट रहेगी, आपकी जो नॉलेज आप शेयर करोगे टोमेसेटो को लेके, वो हमारे लिए बहुत यूजफुल रहेगी. तो इसलिए मेरा काफी देर से मैं आपको आपका टाइम लेने की कोशिश कर रहा था. तो आई एम अगेन थैंकफुल टू यू कि आपने अपना थोड़ा सा टाइम निकाला हमारे लिए. Mr. Amit Shah, he's a managing director of India operation of Tomasetto Italy.
So Sandeep ji, thank you for giving me this opportunity. And hello all viewers and friends of Tomasetto. And definitely customers of Tomasetto who have successfully installed their Tomasetto kits in their vehicles. So thank you Sandeep ji once again. I would like to introduce ourselves as Tomasetto Italy India Private Limited. We are looking after India operations exclusively in order to ensure that we provide the right kind of product as per the demand of the market for CNG, LPG and diesel conversion kits. And I'm happy to share that we have Sandeep ji in Chandigarh as our exclusive partner who is doing this job successfully. And I wish him all the best also for the future. And I'm very happy to answer all the queries and all the questions that you and your viewers have in order to further establish ourselves in your market.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, so my first question is, where does Tomasetto stands in India as a brand? Or maybe afterwards, say a few years from now also.
So let me give the perspective of Tomasetto for last 20 years and what are our plans subsequently for next 20 years. So we started operations of Tomasetto in India in 2002, wherein we started distributing the kits and components which are manufactured by Tomasetto Italy in Indian market. Tomasetto Italy, which is our parent company, is around 50-year-old company and one of the first companies in the world which have produced LPG and CNG components for automotive use for the first time in the world. Just to give you a brief, after the Second World War, there was a complete blackout and complete depression in Europe. 60 years back, these people came together to ensure that they should invent some new technology whereby the dependency on petrol is not much. That's how this fuel, which is LPG and CNG, came into use as automotive use. And some companies like Tomasetto started manufacturing components of these vehicles in order to successfully establish these vehicles to dedicatedly or bi-fuel run on CNG or LPG. Thereby, we contacted this company and started distributing their products in year 2000, which is around 20 years back, where there were very few gas stations in India. If you know, viewers, when we started our business, India had not more than 100 gas stations. And these 100 gas stations were mainly in Bombay and Delhi. And these stations were only catering to some public transport vehicles like taxis. Thereon, we started establishing our foothold in India. In fact, Tomasetto was the first company in India to get the approvals of LPG kits for automotive use and approvals of CNG valves and accessories in India. This achievement made us get inroads into OEMs also, And in first phases in early 2000, we also supplied components to manufacturers like Maruti. Thereby, slowly and steadily, the market for CNG is growing. And since 2015, since Modi government has taken on the charge, the gas economy in India is growing very fast. The government is very clear that they want to establish more than 8 to 10,000 CNG stations across India and around 5,000 bio CNG stations across India. If we put all this together, we have around 13 to 50,000, 15,000 CNG stations across India, covering more than 72% of the land of India with CNG. The government has further plans that in 2021, they will also come up with other 10% of the area, and they will ask able companies to bid for it, so that another 10% of the total area would also get covered in next 10 years with CNG, which means that we are in 2021. Within next 10 years, we will have more than 80% of the land of India will have CNG gas stations offering a pollution free fuel and a cheaper fuel as compared to petrol and diesel to our Indian customers. This will help the customers in two ways. One, the life of engine will be enhanced because CNG fuel is a gaseous fuel. There is no oil content in the fuel. Sulfur and oxides of nitrogen all are less in this fuel. So all this will contribute to environment, which ultimately is contributing to our human health. And naturally, the price of this fuel will be less as it is not being imported like petrol and diesel from outside the country. As far as we are concerned, our country has more than 40% natural gas available in-house with our gas wells, and some of the gas is imported from countries like Qatar in form of LNG and then being gasified in India so as to dispense CNG into automobiles. So as far as we are concerned, up till now, we have our network across India of good retrofitters and distributors like you and others in other places. Uh, just to share viewers with you, last year we also became OE to Hyundai, and our kit and components are now used by Hyundai as well in their CNG vehicles. So the new vehicles which is launched by Hyundai, many of them has Tomasetto as their OE kit. So we are very happy and proud to say that we are not only present in aftermarket, but we have our huge presence also in OEMs, wherein we can definitely say that it is not only quality, but it is also a competitiveness and the environment that we are living in for aftermarket and OEM. Our company is capable of supporting both the environments. Going forward, we believe in one simple policy that these vehicles which are for aftermarket, every vehicle is like every different human being. So the condition of every vehicle will be different. So we believe more and more in training. We believe that if we have retrofitment centers, if we have people who wants to start this activity, people who are already in this activity should learn more and more, and they should come up with their people to our outlet, our retrofitment centers where they can be trained. Or at times, once Corona permits, we can also organize big camps in your areas where we can hands-on at least try and implant some training, some courses like things for 5 days or so, wherein people can learn proper retrofitment in order to ensure that the customer who is the actual user gets the best performance out of the kit.